Hey, welcome to today's video. So I want to talk about the 3 best chest exercises. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good chest exercises, and it's really good to have a good plethora of accessory exercises in addition to kind of your main lifts. However, sometimes we can get so focused on all those little lifts that we forget the basics. We forget the building blocks of those muscle groups. And so I'm starting off with this whole series of different muscle groups, the 3 best. We're going to be hitting chest, we're going to be hitting biceps and triceps and shoulders and legs and everything over the course of the next month or so. But in today's, we're talking about the 3 best chest exercises to chisel, build, just create that solid chest. So without further ado, let's jump in. Well, of course, you knew that the bench press would be in this, right? However, are you doing your bench press correctly? I'm going to demonstrate some do's and don'ts when it comes to the press. The first thing is you want to make sure, and this sounds like a no-brainer, but that you're at the right angle, that your bar is at the right length above your head. You know, usually whether you're at a gym, whether you have a home one, you have an adjustable, bar, and so you can put the bar at different heights. You want to be sure that you can easily get it off the rack and easily get it back on. So make sure you're adjusting that right first and foremost. Second off, your feet. Why do your feet matter with the bench press? It matters because you can push through your feet, push off the ground, and that's going to give you more strength to push that bar up. It sounds weird, I know, but really focus on grounding your feet and pushing through your feet as you lift. You're going to find it's going to be beneficial. Now, let me demonstrate a few different things on here. A lot of times, what you'll see is this. These halfway down, they're not good. You want to come all the way down. That bar, you should feel that bar hit your chest on every single repetition. If it doesn't, you're doing it wrong. Drop the weight, leave your ego at the door. All right, second thing is where you go. If I'm way down here, and you may not be able to tell the angle, but right now, when I come down, I'm like at a little bit above my stomach. You don't want the bar to be that low. You want it to be right above your nipple line. That is the sweet spot. That's where you want the bar to hit when you come down. So that should give you a good gauge of how far forward or backward to hold the bar. So right there. All right, another thing that I see a lot of that is a big mistake is this. Boing, boing, this bouncing motion. Like you're using the bounce to push back up. You're not using the chest muscles. You're not engaging what needs to be engaged. Your repetition should be very slow in the eccentric. So a nice, slow, even down, touch the chest, and a nice, slow, even up. Remember, I'm not locking out my elbows at the top. I'm keeping a slight bend in them. Slight bend. Nice, slow, down, pushing through the feet, and push up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. And that's how you properly perform the bench press. So maybe you're not doing those things. Maybe you're doing them a little bit differently. Maybe you're nailing it. Regardless, pay attention to what you're doing next time you're bench pressing because it matters. All right, on to number 2. All right, number 2. Wait, I didn't even move. Nope, but this moved. The incline press. So good for hitting the upper portion of your pec. You should be doing this. If not, I don't know what you're waiting for. Now, one thing to keep in mind on the incline, you won't be able to lift as heavy as on a flat bench. So be aware of that. Don't try to crush it with the weight. Start off slow till you get a feel for it. Now, all we did was raise the back. However, it's going to add such a different dynamic to this. Now, the same principles apply to everything I just stated on your regular bench press. Pushing through the feet, nice slow movements, keeping the bar right above the nipple line when I come down. And again, that's important because if I'm too far forward, I'm placing too much stress on my elbows, I'm placing too much stress on the shoulders, and I'm no longer engaging the chest like it should be. So nice even down, nice even up. Not locking out the elbows. All right, that is number 2 of my favorite chest exercises. Now let's take a look at the last one, flies. Flies are so underrated. Now, why the hell am I on the floor? Well, first off, getting on a bench, if you don't really know what you're doing, it can be dangerous with flies. The reason is we can go too far back And you know, if you're feeling good that day and you've got a little extra weight on the dumbbells, then guess what? You're gonna go too far back, you're gonna pull something, you can pull a chest muscle, like it's not fun. So by being on the floor, you avoid going too far back, because guess what? That floor ain't moving. So get in position. Again, grounding through the feet. Dumbbells straight above me. Again, elbows are not locked out. Coming down. And again, right here, my arms are on the floor, so I can't go any further back. But you don't want to rest them either. You don't want to like take a break and be like, oh, da, da, da. Keep them elevated just above the floor. Come back up. At the top, I'm actively pushing my chest muscles together. That's how tight it is. So up, you pretty much want the dumbbells to touch. Slow back down, slow up. Nice, slow, steady movements. None of this quick stuff, nice and slow. This isn't a race. All right? Also, it's very easy to get out of the fly when you're on the floor because you can use the floor to help unload the weight. All right, so I hope that's been helpful. These are my 3 favorite chest exercises. All right, if you found this helpful, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos, and remember, you've got this.